In this video, we are taking a closer look at the integration processing capacity detail view inside the usage report in Concierge. Whether you are an administrator managing day-to-day integration operations or an executive keeping an eye on license consumption, this view gives you the visibility that you need. We'll show you why this data matters, how to navigate the report, and how to get the exact level of detail that answers your questions. The Integration Processing Capacity Detail View is your go-to resource for understanding your integration consumption specifically. It's one part of the broader usage report in Concierge focused on logging what your integrations process and how that stacks up against your license allowance. Upon selecting the usage report, a dashboard is shown with a summary of each license and their position for the date selected. One important thing to note up front is that the data here is from the current date minus 2 days. Weekend data is included and processing occurs every day. However, the dashboard does not default to weekend dates. For example, if you open the dashboard on a Tuesday, the default date displayed will be the previous Friday. You can still manually select Saturday or Sunday if needed. On Mondays, Sunday data will not yet be available because the dashboard reflects data with a 2-day processing delay. Since we are focused on processing capacity, start by selecting the Processing Capacity card. That opens the detailed view. When you drill in, you land on a time-based chart, and there is more here than meets the eye. At the top of the screen, you have several filtering options. A time period lets you choose the last 7 days, last 15 days, last 30 days, or custom where you can define your own date range. The time interval is defaulted to daily and works together with a selected time period. Tenant selection allows you to narrow the chart to a specific tenant you want to examine. With the default daily interval selected, the chart displays the daily processing capacity over the chosen time period. If you change the time interval from daily to hourly, the time period filter disappears and the chart updates to show an hourly view of processing capacity instead. As you move across the chart, you can hover over any data point to see the exact values for that moment in time. The legend displays each tenant as its own line, and you can click or multi-select tenants to isolate only the data you want to focus on and reduce noise in the chart. If you want to work with data outside the application, you can use Export to CSV at any point. You can also use the breadcrumb navigation at the top of the page to return to the dashboard tiles. There is also the View Usage Details button, which is where you can drill into the most detailed level of usage information. At the top of the page, there is a drop-down for Resources, which is currently set to Processing Capacity, since that is the area we are reviewing. The tenant field is set to All by default, but you can filter to a specific tenant if you want to narrow the results. The time interval field includes 3 options. The Summary 1 Day displays a summarized view for a single day. Detail 1 Day groups the data into 15-minute windows for a more granular view. And Summary 7 Day displays a rolling 7-day view leading up to the default end date shown at the top of the dashboard. You can select a specific date to view. An Export button is also available if you want to download the data for additional analysis. Once your selections are made, click the Show Details to display the results in the table below. Here are the key columns to keep an eye on. Resource identifies the specific ION resource that generated the charge, such as a data flow, a workflow, or a connection point. Component represents something that processed data and incurred a charge. Some components may appear as internal tags, such as spring.router or infor.cloud.file. The date column shows the date and time when the activity was tracked and reflected in usage. The MB column shows the processing capacity consumed measured in megabytes. If the same component appears more than once in a flow, the MB values are combined in this view. Together, these columns let us pinpoint exactly when a message was processed and matched it back to what we see in ION. When we switch the time interval to Detail 1 Day, the report displays a more granular view of usage data. The usage report displays all times in UTC. It is also important to understand how activity is grouped in this view. Usage is aggregated into 15-minute windows, and each time bucket is labeled with the start of that 15-minute period. For example, If a message is processed at 8:45 UTC, it falls within the 8:45 to 9 o'clock UTC window, and it appears under the 8:45 UTC bucket. If a message is processed at 9:12 UTC, it falls within the 9 o'clock to 9:15 UTC window and appears under the 9 o'clock UTC bucket. When reviewing the report, remember that all activity that occurs within a 15-minute period is grouped into the corresponding time bucket. That's the Integration Processing Capacity Detail View, one piece of a broader series of videos designed to help you get the most out of your processing capacity reporting in Concierge. In this video, we walk through how to navigate from the summary dashboard all the way down to a 15-minute window of activity. You learn how to filter by time period and tenant, read the chart at both daily and hourly intervals, and drill into the view usage details to understand what each column represents and how activity is grouped into 15-minute windows. You can also export that data anytime you need to take your analysis further. Be sure to check out our other videos in the series where we dive into additional aspects of processing capacity reporting in Concierge. Whether you are an administrator tracking down an unexpected spike or an executive reviewing where your license stands, this series gives you the right level of detail to answer those questions with confidence.